In this video, I'm going to be teaching us how to use Google Docs to format your book. Whether you're selling your book on Seller or you have online store or you're publishing your book on Amazon, I'm going to be teaching you the step by step on how to use Google Docs to format your book, because I know that a lot of people have been asking me this question, and it's that a lot of people don't know how to navigate their way around Google Docs. So this is going to be a complete tutorial teaching you step by step all you need to know on Google Docs to just format your book and publish your book on Amazon or whether you want to sell it. So without wasting much of your time, let's dive into the business of today. Let me introduce myself. My name is Olabisi Ashishana. I'm a online entrepreneur and I'm a content creator. On this channel, I share tips, strategies, and opportunities you can leverage online to start making money for yourself. And if you're a new subscriber, I want to say you're welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you very, very much. Well, without wasting much of your time, let's dive into the business of today. So here we are. On Google Docs, and what does it take for you to have a Google Docs account? It takes nothing than you just having a Gmail account. So once you have your Gmail account, you want to come here. Accounts, it doesn't take anything for you to come here. All you have to come here, then you want to scroll down, you see Google Docs here. And you see Google Docs, this is one way you can get access to Google Docs, just have your Gmail account. And also, you can also go to Google itself and type Google Docs. Google Docs. And then you want to sign in. Prompt here. You want to sign in into your Gmail account, then you have access. You can see this. So that is that about that. So that's just the two ways you can have access to Google Docs. So let's dive into the main business of today. So here is the content I've generated from ChatGPT, and if you're yet to watch the video I dropped on how to generate content from ChatGPT, I'll be dropping the link after the at the end of the video. So make sure you watch that, right? So once you're on Google Docs, let's say this content I've generated, but let's say you're on a blank page. Once you come on the blank page, you want to type in, you want to come down like this, then you want to come here and type in your title. Let's say your copyright. Let's say your dedication. Let's say your table of contents. And let's say your introduction. All right. So once you've typed in this, make sure these are the 5 things, because you have to create space for your title, your copyright, your dedication. Although dedication page free, but at times, especially if you're writing on Amazon, it gives your book a kind of charisma, like, okay, this from a professional, something like that. So you want to do that too, but it's not compulsory. A table of content, the space is very important in your introduction. So if you're okay, after you've done this, the next thing you want to do is size this page, right? If you publish a book on Amazon, it's very, very necessary you size your page. But because if you don't do that, at the end of the day, when you're trying to publish your book, Amazon will keep rejecting your book, and you don't want that, right? So you want to size your page first. Second, but if you actually selling your product online, like running ads or selling your digital product, you might not necessarily have to size it. It's okay like this, right? But if you publish your book on Amazon, you want to do that, and that's the first thing you want to do. So you come here, you come to file, then you come down here and see page setup, right? Page setup. So click on page setup. So once we click on page setup, it brings us to this interface. So you can see here all documents. That means whatever changes you make here, it should apply to all the old documents. Then I also come here Personally, I like using 6 by 9. Personally, I love using 6 by 9 for my book. So I'll just click on something close to 6 by 9. If you go scroll down, like there's nothing like exactly 6 by 9, right? So you want to come to something close to 6 by 9. This is 5.5 times 8.5. This is close to 6 by 9. So is you can say approximately 5.5 is 6 and approximately 8.5 is 9. So this is okay. So you'll be so apart from that, you also want to come here. Let's say you want to change the color of the background color. Let's say this, or let me say red, right? So once you click OK, you see the background color has changed to what? Red. Well, I don't want to use red, right? Red, I don't want to use it. Let me just maintain my white. I'm just trying to explain to us what we need. So I just want to come here and just click on the white here. I still want to maintain my white and click on OK. Just leave all these ones here, top one, just leave it exactly the way they are and just do it, right? So that's fine. So once you've done this, you can see that this page has reduced, right? So once you've done this, you want to do divide this I mean we want to once we've done that, so we want to divide this into segments, into sections, like into pages. Yes. So the first thing you come here, you want to bring your cursor here, and we have what we call page break. You don't When you are in Google Docs, you don't want to do something like this. Enter. You don't want to do that, because at the end of the day, if you're trying to publish your book, you will notice that your content is going to scatter. Do you understand? It's going to scatter, and you don't want that. So you want to come here and come to insert here and scroll down. You can see break here. So click on page break. You see? You see this, right? The title is here and the rest have moved down here. So you also want to continue breaking everything. So come here again, click insert, break, then break. Come here, down here, insert. You want to make sure you do all this, break, then page break, right? So I also want to do something for my introduction. Insert, break, page break. You can see that. So you can see this. Now we have title, we have our copyright, you have our introduction, you have to be recorded. You can see that they're on different pages, right? So once you've done that, next thing you want to do after doing that is you want to come here and rename this book. Let me say, okay, I've already renamed malnutrition. You can edit it, you can remove it, you can put malnutrition edited or something. You can change the name. Yes, you can do that. And another reason why I love Google Docs is it saves automatically. You don't have to keep saving it. Unlike when you're using Word, you have to keep saving and saving. Google Docs just save everything for you automatically. Now, let's go ahead. Hope you're getting value from this video already. So let's go ahead to get to get to get your copyright content. You can Google it, or dedication content, or you can also add ChatGPT. You can also add ChatGPT. Please write the dedication for this topic or for this book titled so, and you're going to see how it's going to draft it out for you. Yes. So you can ask ChatGPT to do that for you. So we want to start with our introduction. This introduction here, you want to come to this place and click Other One. at the one. Then I want to come here. Here is where you call alignment. So is how you put it in the middle. You can see it's moving now on the side. You're trying to align it, but you have to put it in the middle here, right? And you can come here and bolding this. Can you see that? I can also decide to underline this. And if I feel like at this point I can decide to increase the size, right? And I can decide to reduce the size at the same time. Do you see that? So at this point I can decide to change in the front, maybe Time New Roman or Impact, anyone that suits you. Just there are a lot of them here. Cabri, so just look at anyone that suits you, right? And you want to do that. So now let's continue writing. Introduction, sorry, introduction. So let's continue writing now. That's my introduction, and I'm straight. I want to generate my chapter one. So let's say this is my chapter one. Okay, let's say this is my chapter one here, right? How do let's enter and come here and type chapter one. Chapter one. I still want to use the same heading one, right? I want to use the same heading one. The reason why we are using the same heading one, you might be wondering why can't we just use any heading? Is because we are not going to be generating our table of content ourselves, right? We will generate our table of content automatically. So, and we want everything to be uniform, right? We want everything to be uniform. So you want to make sure you use the same size throughout, which is 20, the same front, so everything can be uniform. If you are underlining, make everything uniform, right? So yeah, let's say prevention my chapter 2 start from this place. So let's say my chapter 2 starts from this place. Like I said, you don't want to press enter because if you do that, at the end of the day, your content is going to scatter and you don't want to do double job, right? So you want to come back to this insert and go to page break, then click on page break. You can see that it has shifted to the other page. Then you still want to use the same front. You want to use the same front. I'm using 20. You want to underline it. You want to put it at the center. Right? This is good, right? And so let's still go down. Okay, let me let me say here is my chapter 3. You still want to follow the same format, right? Want to follow the same format. Come here, then come to insert, page break, then break it. You can see that. So you can bolding it, hit 20, and okay, the first one, what did I think is so then you want to put it by the center now. So what will be sure that's chapter 3. And that's how you keep doing that. So we want to be sure we use the same front. Let's go back to our introduction. Let's go to our introduction and let's see. Let me see the front I'm using here. Cabrio K20. So I think I changed it at the point. So chapter 1, 2 must be okay. The same thing. So I want to come down to my chapter 3. I think it was chapter 3 that I changed it, right? Okay. It is chapter 3. So I think I changed it here. So here is fine. Then we still want to underline it. Now that's that. So you can see it's saving automatically, save to drive. You can see that. So now let's say our subtopic. Let's say this the financial constraint is our subtopic under chapter 3. So we want to do we still want to you can still use Cabri, you can put it at 16. But what we want to do, I want to come to that normal test and put it at heading 2. Heading 2. Reason for doing this is because we want our table of content. We want to generate our table of content automatically. Do you understand? So we want it to be well arranged. So this is fine. Then I think I want to bolding this. I want to bolding this, then still put it at the center. Right? You can see that our book is coming out. So you still want to go ahead and do the same thing for chapter 2. Okay, for chapter 2, let's say this explanation of socio-economic is it. So it's 16 there. We use 16 there. So we're going to bold this. We're going to we don't have to underline that, and we have to just centralize it, right? So that's that. That's oh sorry. And you also want to you want to come to this test and click on heading 2, right? You want to click on heading 2. So we want to go back to chapter 1 and do the same thing. There's a complete tutorial. So chapter 1, let's say chapter 1 is fundamental rule. Let's say the subtopic is fundamental rule. So this is a tutorial, but I'm just using this to teach you everything you need to know. Yeah. So fundamental rule, you want to come to this place and still click on click on heading 2. Then you want to bolding it. Then you want to come here and centralize it. Right? You want to come here and centralize it. Now, that's that. Okay. The next thing I want to show us is now these are contents here. You want to align it properly. What we've generated here. You can do it bit by bit. So I've highlighted this, and normally for my body I like using Time New Roman. Yes, I like using Time New Roman. So, and I want to reduce my font to 12. I want to reduce my font to 12 or 14, depend on you. Okay, let's leave at 14. So you're leaving at 14. Then you want to, after you've done that, you want to align it. You want to align it and you want to click on justify. Do you understand? Click on justify. Justify. Or before you justify, you can take it back. Then give it spacing. To space it, this is what you click on. Line and paragraph spacing. You can say this 1.115, 1.5. I normally use 1.5 and you want to double it like using 2. This is double. So I normally use 1.5. So I just click on 1.5. Okay, you can see it has adjusted. Then I want to come to align. Then I want to come to align. You want to make sure you do this for all your work. You can see this, right? You can see this, right? This looks better, right? This looks better. So I want to make sure I do that on my work. I use Time New Roman. I use it 14 fonts. That was what I used. It's 14 fonts there. I want to come here and click on 1.5. Then I want to align it. And you can see this. So you go ahead and do everything accordingly. And if you notice something, like, okay, while aligning, this chapter 1 has moved up. So you also want to come here, like I've said earlier, go to insert. Don't do enter, 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 enter. Go to insert, then you want to come down. How do you have break there? This is the break. Then I want to click on page break. You can see automatically it has realigned. So let's move to the other ones. And centralize it. Okay, that's too much. Okay, I think that's fine. Then my subtitle can be the road the road map to diseases or something. Let's just use that word. You understand? So you want to copy this now. If you're getting value from this video, do want to subscribe, like, share. So I'll click on subtitle. Then at the same time, you want to broaden it. You want to centralize it. You understand? And okay, now you can see that this color is not totally black. I want to change it to total black. You come here and click on black. You can see that. Then down here, you want to put your name. Let's say Dr. Rebecca. Any of your pen name you're using if you publish on Amazon, right? So guys, I want to put let's say Daniel Lewis, something like this. Sorry, something like this is fine. Like I said, you can come here, change the text to main black. So we're good, right? We're good, right? So apart from that, We want to generate our table of contents. Hmm? So here's our table of contents. You just want to come down here and come to this insert again. Then you want to scroll down. You can see here table of contents. You can choose any of these two, dotted or plain. I prefer plain because at times especially when you're publishing on Amazon, at times the dotted line comes out of the of the guided lines, of the red lines, so you might still have to check your interior. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to stress yourself, so just put it on plain. So this plain helps to generate it. So let's see what it's going to generate for us. You can see that's generated our table of contents automatically, right? Automatic. So this is very, to be honest, as I just always use your plain, it's better. So apart from that, now we've generated our table of contents, and so once you're done with that, the next thing you want to do, you might want to also number your work, right? So still come here, come to page number, right? If you want your book to start from the first page, you can click here. But if you want to start from the second page, you can click here. If you like it being on top, you can click here. You can see this. If you like being on top, you can click here, but start from the second page. So I like it started from the second page, and I like it being down. I just click this one, right? So you see that it's going to, you can see this, that's actually numbered our it has actually numbered our document, right? So if you're getting value from this video, still do want to give this video a thumbs up. So another thing I want to look at now is header and filter. Header and filter. Still come to this insert. I want to make sure your cursor is around this area. You want to header and filter. So header. So you want this, if you actually want to put your title on top of each page, right? So you can just write malnutrition. You click on it and you might italize it. You can increase it or reduce it. So improve, reduce it, malnutrition, and then you click away. That's it. You can see it's here. And if you want to scroll up and still see others, you can see it's there. Is there. And at times you might also want to, if you're not putting anything in this your filter, you can just click out and it will disappear. But at times, apart from just putting the topic, right? Apart from just putting the malnutrition, so people put their name. So you can decide to put malnutrition and your name. Then let me explain what I'm trying to say. So go to header and filter. So this is the header here, like we did then. So malnutrition. So you might want to space it and put our name, right? The pen name, right? So just can still shift it a bit here. Sorry, so that will not work. So it's okay. So just click out like this. You can see that malnutrition is here and our name is also here. So just the whole idea is just to make your work look professional, like it's well edited, so that it can give your book more charisma, especially on Amazon. Do you understand? That's the whole idea. But the name here might not be actually necessary. Maybe this malnutrition, yes, you can put your topic like that. So after that, After that, okay, what else I want to look into? Okay, numbering. So you can number your work. You can, let's say you're trying to create a bullet point or something. This is what you can use, right? So that's the basics you actually need to know. We've talked about all this interface, all this for the printer, we all know, and this for checking spellings and grammar. And if you also want to check your spelling and grammar, this is my chat sidebar here, chat GPT sidebar. You can come here, and ask it to check check grammar. You can see this, but I've actually created a video on this, and if you've not watched it, make sure you watch it so you can understand better, because that's nothing, because I won't be discussing that in this video. So let me collapse it. So once you're done with all that, I'm sure you got value from this video. Once you're done with all that, you want to save your work. You want to download this what you've done, right? And once you also come here, you can see you can download here. You can rename. You want to rename it, you can rename, and other things that you can do. Page setup, like I showed it. If you want to print and other things, right? So, and if you want to move it to trash too, you can, right? But then what we'll be doing will be downloading. So there are two ways to download this. If you're actually publishing your book on Amazon, you want to download through Microsoft Word, but if not, you can use PDF documents, right? Well, I'll be downloading using Microsoft Word. Let's assume I'm publishing this on Amazon, but I'm not publishing this on Amazon, right? So let me download this, and we'll go to our drive and see that this book is already in our drive, right? So I've downloaded this. I want to check our drive. And another reason why I love Google Docs is, in case of uncertainty, anything can happen to your laptop, but your content will always be on your drive. That's one reason I use it a lot, and that's why I love it a lot. So if you got value from this video, do well to subscribe, do well to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and always leave your question in the comment section. I'll be there to answer your question, right? I'll be there to answer your questions. So thank you very much. Okay, sorry, I said I want to show you this in the what we've just downloaded, right? So come here. This is my drive. You can see this is the book. Okay, so you can see this. This is the book. This is what we've done. You can see the way. You can see the book. This is the book. This is what we've just done. You can see that. You can see that. If you got value from this video, give this a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and God bless you, right? Thank